Howdy folks, it's CoreyPine here, and springtime in Appalachia, or at least it's the first spring. Spring officially doesn't begin until Saturday. Saturday is spring equinox, but I'm sitting here in a big patch of chickweed. I'm in my garden. Most gardeners don't like chickweed. Chickweed is Stellaria media, is the botanical name, scientific name, nombre científico. But this is all chickweed, like right here you're seeing, kind of like all surrounding me. I actually kind of like to let it overwinter in my garden because it keeps like big weeds from coming in. There's a weed, but it's a short weed. It's going to die off in another month anyhow, maybe in a few weeks. Chickweed, I'm just going to grab a handful of it here. It's a great edible and a great medicinal. I'm going to tell you a little bit about it. So what I just did is I just kind of like cut it right here. If you yank it up like this, you tend to get a lot of these little stuff like that. You don't really want to eat that, right? This is like, you don't want that in your food. But when I kind of like pulled it and just kind of like twisted it, or what actually works nice is, don't have my knife on me, is to give it a little haircut, to kind of come along with a knife right over the ground level and cut it. And that way you don't get this stuff that's right on the ground that's all like, looks like that. So, this is chickweed. Let's have a closer look at it. The leaves are opposite. I mean, it's just forming a mat here. But there's other plants that form a mat, like speedwell, also around this time of year. So the difference is, well, both chickweed and speedwell, also known as veronica, have opposite leaves, like this. These two leaves are opposite each other, right above my finger, those two leaves. It has tiny little white flowers. Let's see if we can get the camera to focus on that. Focus, little camera. Focus. It's all an experiment. So, as I was saying, the other thing you can do with chickweed is make an infused oil. Meaning that you chop it up, put it in a jar, and then extract it with a fixed vegetable oil, like olive oil would be one of my favorites here. And once I strain it out, the infused oil, so the oil after I've taken the plant out of there, I put on my skin for hot, irritated conditions. So heat rash, itchy things, burny things, burny memes. But it really helps soothe dry, hot, irritated conditions. It could just be dry. It really helps with dry conditions. If you have like dry elbows or even something like psoriasis, it's not going to cure psoriasis, but it'll help with some of the symptoms. Any types of those conditions, chickweed oil or adding beeswax, melting beeswax into it, making it into a salve, great salve, especially combined with something like either plantain or comfrey. Chickweed, great food, great medicine, and it's incredibly abundant. I'm going to just take the camera here and just kind of show you like how much chickweed there is. This is all chickweed right here. Just carpets of chickweed. So as much chickweed as you can want, just come on by, I'll hook you up with some chickweed. So that's our plan for today. Enjoy, and I'll see you down the Herbal Road.